Get in the zone. The zone is where you're going to see stress just disintegrate. So you want a drug-free way to feel amazing while you're doing fantastic work? Well, the answer is flow. Flow is that state, and you've heard it, I'm sure, as it relates to athletes, where they're so focused on an activity that time begins to disappear, and they're absorbed in the work. So psychologists tell us that when we're in that zone or flow, that it reduces our anxiety and it boosts our performance. You feel energized instead of drained. So flow occurs when maybe you find a challenge that's just slightly above your skill level. One activity, you focus on it, training your brain to focus, which means the mind will meander. Oh, what am I going to have for lunch? I think I want a hamburger. Bring your mind back to the activity at hand. It's going to meander again. Oh, I wonder what the traffic's going to be like when I leave today. Bring your mind back to the activity at hand. Training your brain to focus takes a little while, but boom, you will get into the zone. As teachers, it's beautiful to see when we're in that flow, because this is when powerful lessons occur. You're in sync with your students. You're into the nuances of the lesson, or you're planning these fantastic creative lessons because you're in the flow, or you're grading and getting it done like this because you're not being interrupted. So design your day for flow to occur by eliminating distractions, working in 90-minute blocks, and protecting your best time for meaningful tasks. And because this is the summer reflection series, I want to ask you a few questions. Pick the ones that resonate and answer. Have you ever been in that state of flow? And what do you remember about that state of flow? What activities create a natural sense of being in the zone? And how can you recreate these conditions more often? Okay. And I want you to observe yourself. How does flow impact your stress? It should go down, and it should energize you. So with that said, I'm going to ask you to please, if you found this to be of value, pass this along to one of your educator friends and share, give me some likes, bring in some comments. And I want you to know that I am Rosalind Henderson. I am your self-care expert. I marry identity expansion along with neuroscience and best self-care practices to help you reduce toxic stress. And if you're a principal, I'd like to talk with you. Let's book a session for this upcoming school year and discuss how I can help your community. How can I help your community? I would love for you to see principal reduce absenteeism among your staff. Let's reduce teacher exits and poor morale brought on by toxic stress. Let's talk. You're going to find in the description box my Calendly link. Sign up today. And until next time, mwah, peace and blessings. Bye-bye for now.